friends, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be stuffing my third week of December money for my envelopes, and that includes my regular paycheck and 30% of what I've made in my side hustle, which is tutoring. And so I have a really big cash stuffing for y'all today. So definitely stick around because I am budgeting almost $500 in 1 week and I'm really excited for it. Another huge announcement that I want to make is that I hit 500 subscribers this week, and that was such a great feeling because that was the next big milestone for me, and I just want to celebrate it and want to do a giveaway for it, but I really just don't have time. I'm about to go out of town this week, and then I come back in town for 2 days, and then I go home to visit my family for the holidays. So I promise y'all that I will do a 500 subscriber giveaway come January when things calm down a little bit for me. And I'll do another one when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you are not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button because you will need to be a subscriber to be eligible for any of the giveaways that I will be doing in January. For sure, the 500 subscriber in January. And my goal is to hopefully reach 1,000 in the early months of 2021. So I need to start planning for what those giveaways will be. But stay tuned for more on that. But for today, I say we just jump straight in and get stuffing all of my envelopes because I do have a lot of money here and I don't want to waste any time. So today we have $454 in real money and then an additional $104 in fake money for my debt. So let's just count it first. I don't usually do this, but today I'm feeling like it. So we have 5,100, put the fake bills to the side. So 50, 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 300. What? Did I just go from 100 to 300? That's 200. 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 410, 420, 430, 435, 440, 445, 450, 451, 2, 3, and 4. So 454 of real money. And then we have 50, 100, 110, and 112. Oh, I should have, and 114. Oh, well, okay. So I lied. So I have 114 in fake money, not 104. And then I have 454. So in total, that means we have $568 that we are stuffing in 1 week, which is bigger than I usually ever do. I'm usually around the low 200s, the high 100s, or mid 200s, somewhere between 150 and 250 is usually what I stuff. So this is double what I'm used to. So really excited for that. Now I'm just going to reorganize and we will lay out the money and get started. Okay, so we will get started with my cash envelopes. So the first one I will stuff is groceries. And for groceries, I am doing a total of $50 this week. And I'm just going to do that in a 50. So that one is stuffed. Next is eating out. And for eating out, I am stuffing $25. And I'm going to do that in 2 10s and a 5 per usual. So 25. And then I have my flex funds, which is getting $40 this week, which is more than I usually stuff. And I'm going to do 2 20s. And the reason I'm doing 40 this week is because I am going out of town for an anniversary trip. My boyfriend and I are celebrating our 1-year anniversary. And I know that I'm going to need a little extra cash on hand. So I upped my flex funds. And the last thing for my wallet is special expenses. Sometimes you'll see that I budget for special expenses for spending. And that's mostly because I'm not dipping into my sinking funds, or trying not to, I should say. This year, I'm trying to let them build going into 2021. So I've been challenging myself to not spend out of them if possible. So I budgeted just within this 1 month for this expense, which in the future I would love to be at a point where I can anticipate my trips and budget for them in my sinking funds so that it doesn't take such a toll in the middle of the month, because my December budget did not go, like my money didn't go as far as I wanted it to because I had to budget for this trip and for spending. So in the future, I'm hoping to change that. But for now, we are going to pull cash for $200 for this trip. So I mentioned that I would be talking about how I'm budgeting for this trip. And so I'll do a little bit, give y'all a little overview of that now, but I'll do a full recap of what I spent on my trip in my next cash stuffing once I get back and when I'm stuffing for my last week in December. But for right now, I'm going to pull $200. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Okay. So that is $200 and things that have already been paid for on this trip. So we have paid for the Airbnbs. We had an Airbnb credit. So that covered the Airbnb cost. I'll be using my grocery money this week to pay for groceries for the Airbnb because it's basically a staycation, but in the mountains. So most of our expenses are going to be groceries. So $50 for groceries, plus I'm going to need probably some more. And then eating out is $25 budgeted in my wallet, but I'm definitely going to need more because I imagine we'll get takeout and things. And then my flex funds is just for whatever, so like I want. So if we go shopping in the cute little town that we're staying in, then like I have $40 to just kind of spend on whatever, getting coffee, you know, those things. And then this $200, again, I imagine at least another 60 of this will probably go to groceries or food. And then the rest of the 140 is just kind of for whatever comes up. So we might do a little Christmas shopping. We might do a COVID safe activity. We might pick up a local craft beer and drink that. We might get a nice bottle of champagne to celebrate our anniversary, all those things. So I don't have really a set plan for this budget, mostly because I just don't know what we're going to do because of COVID. So it was hard to budget for, but what I will do is break down everything that I spent money on for y'all in my next video. And that way, you know, kind of how my budget went. And that'll be good for me too, because then when I budget for future trips, I'll kind of have a better template to work off of. So this is everything for my wallet. So I'm just going to stuff those now. My wallet is never this thick. What is happening? Woo! She busting at the seams. Ugh. I hope she doesn't break, but here we go. I might end up depositing some of the $200 in the bank just for safety reasons, to not be carrying so much cash. So I might leave like $60 in cash and put the rest of it in the bank, which looking at my wallet, I probably should, because I'm just scared she's gonna pop open. So we'll just leave her unzipped for now. But that is my wallet. And next we will do my sinking funds, which is always my favorite part. You'll notice there's a little gift card in here, and that's because my roommate gave me a Christmas gift, which was super, super nice. So he got me a $50 Amazon gift card, which was so nice. And I am going to be shopping for him on my trip to get him something. So I put this just in my personal care envelope because I usually shop on Amazon for things for me or for budgeting or for whatnot. So I'm just putting it there for now. So that is why this is sticking out. So first is Christmas, but we are not stuffing Christmas because I am done Christmas shopping and I refuse to spend more money on Christmas. The only exception being if we're shopping on this trip and I see something cute for somebody, like my roommate, I need to buy him something. But I'll pull that out of my trip money, not out of my Christmas fund, because the money's gone, so we're done. Next is auto care, which if y'all watched my last video, which I'll link up above, I had a service at my dealership, so I had to pay $187. So I ended up stuffing for the rest of the month early. So that leaves me with $3 for the rest of the month, which I think is fine. But that's the beauty of being paid once a month, is that I can stuff things early if I need the money, because I have the money. I just like stuffing weekly because I feel like it motivates me a little bit more and keeps me way more on track with my budget, because I'm paying attention to my money every single week rather than waiting for the end of the month to pay attention to where my money's going. So we're not stuffing auto care. Vacation then is the first one that we are stuffing. And we have $150 in there now, and we're putting an additional $50 to get a total of $200. And this money will be going for my trip home for the holidays. So right now I have $100, $150, and $200 in vacation, which is awesome. So that will definitely probably be gone by the end of the month. Medical and health is my next category. And for this one, we have 105, and we're just stuffing an additional 5 today. So now we have 105 and 110, which is really, really awesome. Gifts is next, and gifts is something I'm not really focusing on right now, just because I don't really need any gifts early next year. So we're just giving it $1, and it has $37 right now. So now it has 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38, which next week I'm also only adding $1. So I'm going to be at $39, and that's going to drive me nuts. So I'm going to try to find an extra $1 so that I can be at around 40 at the end of the year. So hopefully I have an extra $1 somewhere. Household is next, and for my household category, I'm giving it 5, and we should have 70 in here now. So now we should have 75, 50, 60, 75. And this I'm hoping to use for a new comforter because I really need one, but I need some more money before I'm ready for that. Next is personal care, which now has this gift card in it. I'm hoping it'll fit better in my envelopes for next year. So we should have 125 in here now, and we're adding 10 to personal care, which this category for me entails like, I play volleyball, and so I have to pay for league fees for that. This is for like clothes or for just anything that I want for myself or need. So like Amazon purchases, things like that. So we should have 135, 100, 120, 130, 135. And then weddings. This is for friends' weddings that are coming up, and some of them involve travel, which hopefully I'll be able to do given COVID. So I'm just starting to save for that because the expenses for weddings add up really quickly, especially if you're in one, and I'm a bridesmaid in this one. So luckily I already paid for the dress pre-COVID, but still there's hair, there's makeup, there's nails, there's a gift for her, there's the bachelorette party, there's traveling to the wedding, there's the hotel or the Airbnb that you're staying in. It's just a lot. So I'm trying to save diligently now for that. So we should have 150 now. So 100, 120, 140, and 150. And that's a really good start for all the expenses that I know I will have, because I have been in many weddings now, and so I know the deal now, and I know how expensive it gets. So I'm going to be so much more prepared this time than I ever am. So this one is my 1 week ahead fund, and it is only getting $1. And now it has $12. And this is one that I definitely am going to keep for next year. I wasn't sure at first, but I really like the idea of being one week ahead on something. And I'm thinking I might start with groceries, because being paid monthly, that means that on 5-week months, for people who are paid weekly, those weeks are awesome. Those months are awesome because you get paid an extra paycheck for the 5th week, right? But when you're paid monthly, you don't get paid extra for the 5th week. So I'm thinking I want to get 1 week ahead on groceries. That way, when I have a 5-week month, I'm not hungry. So that is my goal now. And I'm glad that I finally have a goal, because I wasn't really motivated to fill that category until now. So it's nice to have something to work towards. So my goal for that one will probably be $50. So this is my yearly subscriptions envelope, which is getting $1. And now it has $12. TBD what this is going towards, but I know I have I have several yearly subscriptions, and I just don't even know when they hit, because most of them are through my family plan. So I just end up giving that money to my mom. So I'm just like waiting until she tells me to give her money. So side hustle envelope should have 17 in it. And if we add 5, we'll have 22. This 5 has seen better days. So now we have 10, 15, 20, 21, and 22, which I really, really, really want and will open an Etsy shop in January. A lot of y'all have been asking for things that I have, asking if I sell them, and I just don't have time to start my Etsy shop right now, but I really will, I promise, in January. So stay tuned. And then this is my savings challenge envelope, which right now I'm just doing $1 a week. So I have $12. And I think this money at the end of the year, I'm just gonna give to side hustles because I'll be starting my side hustle of Etsy, and I'll probably need some startup money for that. So that is that. That's the end of my sinking funds, but now we are going to stuff my debt envelopes, which I stuff with fake money because I leave that money in my account and I transfer it to my cards to pay them off. And then at the end of the month, I take all the money from these 2 envelopes and I put them in my total credit card debt payoff envelope, which is this one that says hooray, because that means I'm closer to being debt free or consumer debt free at least. So this first envelope is for my Bank of America credit card, which has a high interest on it, and I'm trying to pay it off as fast as possible. So all my extra money goes towards this credit card right now. And the envelope should have 174 right now. So let's count that. 100, 150, 160, 170, 172, and 174. And the first thing we're gonna do is add $50 for the minimum payment on this card. I just started a new billing cycle, like today, I think. So I'm gonna start working on my minimum payment for the next cycle. So starting with $50. And then I'm gonna add $64 of extra debt payments. I like to spread these out throughout the month because it saves on interest. So let's see, we have 50, 60, 62, and 64. So we'll add those. And then we will count this. And we should have 288. So we have 100, 150, 200, 250, 260, 270, 280, 282, 284, 286, and 288. So that means for the month of November, or December, I should know what month it is. Oh, my voice, what's happening? Is everyone okay? Whew, all right. So I have, wow, words. For the month of December, I have put $288 towards this credit card, which is awesome because it is declining so much faster now because interest is less and that balance transfer that I did. And if you want more information on my debt payoff, I will link my November update here for y'all to watch. Whew, okay, we're almost done. I'm making it. My Citi credit card is getting nothing this week because I already paid the minimum on it, and so I'm not stuffing it again until next month. And then this is my debt payoff envelope for any cash that I make, and I haven't made any more cash, so merp. So now that I'm done with the income that I'm stuffing, now I get to stuff the money I've made from tutoring, and I forgot to add in the money I made from tutoring that's going towards debt, so I'm gonna get that out first, and then I'll share with y'all what I'm doing with all that money. Okay, y'all, I had forgotten to add the money I was putting towards debt from my tutoring income. So actually today we're stuffing $678, which is just wild. So correction to my past self. I made so far this month $160 from tutoring, and I really wanted to put 70% towards debt. So 160, 70% of that is $112, but I just didn't feel like doing like $1 bills. So I rounded that down to $110. And then I'm putting the rest of the $50, like giving that to myself to spend or to save and make those decisions with that money. So about 70% is going towards debt. So I'll stuff my debt first since we just did that. And so that means I am putting an additional 110, which I didn't put down yet. Wow. So adding 110 means that I'll be at $398 for this month on this card. So let's put that in here and then count it up. So we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 360, 70, 80, 90, 392, 394, 396, and 398. That's awesome. So 398 on that card. And then now I have $50 here, two 20s and a 10 that I pulled out, that I told myself I could do whatever I wanted with 30% of what I made from tutoring. This was because last month I felt really burnt out by giving most of the money to debt. So I figured, you know what, why not just put a percentage on it? And that way that'll motivate me to keep tutoring and working my full-time job and doing that, because I actually get to spend some of it. So I have some of that immediate gratification for it. So I'm going to figure out where to put this all right now, because I really haven't decided what I want to do with it. So I don't need anything for Christmas. Auto care, I don't think I'll need anything, so I'm just gonna skip that. Vacation, that would be fun to stuff more. So maybe I will put $20 in vacation. So now I should be at $220. So 100, 220. That's nice, because anything I don't spend out of vacation this year, I'm rolling over into next year's vacation fund, probably. Medical is definitely good. Gifts, maybe. Household's good. Personal care is good. Weddings, I don't need 1 week, maybe. Not yearly. Ooh, side hustles, I should do that one for sure, because I just really think I'm gonna need money going into next year for this. So let's do 10. So now I should have 32, 10, 20, 32. Okay. And then the last 20, what am I gonna do with that? So I just stuffed 2 savings funds. So I think I'm gonna give myself the 20 to spend. So I'm gonna add it to my flex funds in my wallet, because, you know, that will give me a little bit more to spend on this trip that I'm taking. And then if I don't spend it, I can roll it into a category later. Now we are at $60 for flex, which is so fun. I've not had that much in flex funds, I think, ever. So other people have like spending envelopes. That's my equivalent. I just call it flex funds because I want to flex them on whatever I want. Okay, so that was my stuffing for the $678. My wallet is busting. And that was just really fun and really motivating for me, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a big like down below. It really helps my channel out, and I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers, so the more we can boost YouTube's algorithm, the better. But I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for getting me to 500 subscribers, and I hope y'all have a great week, and I will be back next week with another cash stuffing video where I will also give you an update on my vacation and how that went and how the budgeting all worked out, and I'll actually lay it all out for y'all. There's also a Christmas DIY video coming soon. Really no idea when I'm gonna plan to post that, but I have finished filming it, so I just need to edit it and get it up for y'all. I'm still working on my budget planner and designing that because it takes a lot of time, but as soon as I'm done, I'll start filming that and get that out for y'all. Okay, so it's a lot happening, but I'm really excited about all of it, and I hope that y'all are too. And I can't wait to just continue to build the community we have here and contribute to the budgeting world and community, because it has done so much for me. So I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.